Hi, Cheryl Locke here for hotblogtips.com, and in this paint.net tutorial we're going to show you how to take an image and make a page curl. We have one here with a colored background. We can also put a transparent background, and we're going to get this little curl like it's peeling up. First thing you're going to want to do is go to File and go to Open. Find an image that you already have sized and ready to go. Here we have Granny Fran and her little dog Elroy, and we're going to put a page curl on here. So what we'll do is go to Effects, Distort, and down to Page Curl. Our little pop-up comes up, and as you can see, we're starting our page curl right here. It's solid black. You have the option of putting it in upper left, upper right, lower left, lower right, vertical, horizontal. And as you can see right now, this is a black curl, and it doesn't look that awesome, but we have ways we can change it. Right now it's set here on Color of the Curl on Primary, and it's picking your color from your colors box over here where we have primary and secondary. So if we want, we can do it secondary, which leaves it white, or you have the option of using the color wheel right here in your box. So I could click anywhere in here and make a color. As you can see, as I click the different colors, my curl changes colors. Another way we might want to do it is to get a color out of the image, say the greens, the tan, the pink. So if you want to do that, what we're going to do is cancel. We're going to go over to our toolbox and get a color picker. Now I'm going to go over to the image and pick one of the pinks. As you can see right now in my primary box, I have this pink that I just picked out of her dress. You could do it with the tans, the greens, whichever color you want in the picture. Go back up to Effects, Distort, down to Page Curl. Now I have it on Primary under the Color of the Curl, and as you can see, this is the color that I chose off the image over here in the primary box. Now what we can do is darkness of the curl. And if you watch the curl right here, you're going to see how the dark edges get thinner or wider. So as we move it to the right, you're going to see that the darkness fills in and you have a lighter purple color. Same or opposite happens when you go the other way. You're going to get rid of some of the dark edges and have more of the color you've chosen. If you want to go back to like it was when you started, just click the reset, which is the little blue arrow. Now we also can make this a little bit transparent with transparency of the curl. So as we move it down, as you can see, the curl gets more and more transparent, so you can kind of see through it if it's a real thin sheet pulling back. Same thing, you can hit the reset button and have it like it was. Now, level of shadow. That is going to be this area right down here where it's going to be like the curl has a shadow down here. So as I move it to the left, you're going to see the shadow comes out more. And as you move it to the right, you get less shadow here, and we have a reset. So now that we've got our curl with the color we'd like and the darkness on each side that we'd like, now we're going to think about what to do with this white area here. You can keep the image on the background, which I'm not sure what the purpose of this is, but it's the same image, and it's just kind of peeled a piece back. Since I don't really have a use for that, we're going to go back over here. You have the same option with color of back. You can do the primary, which is the same color we had for the curl if you'd like to do something like that. You can do a secondary color, or you can pick the color wheel. And here again, we're going to click in the color wheel and make it any color we want. Now you can save this picture once you get it just like you want. You would go and click Save As and save it as a PNG, rename it the whole bit, and it's ready to place on your site. But what I want to do is show you how to take this little area here. If you don't want it colored and you'd like for it to be transparent, that's what we're going to do now. So if you'd like to, you can make this white, and we're going to leave it just like this and click OK on our page curl. Here we go. Our picture could be saved just like this if you want to leave this white, or we can go over to the toolbox and pick the magic wand. Now we're going to take our magic wand over to the white area and click on it. And you're going to see it's outlined and kind of highlighted a light blue. You may have to move your tolerance level back and forth to get this to fully cover without covering into your image. Once you've done that, you're going to go to Adjustments, all the way down to Transparency, and we're going to take it, and as you can see, these little gray and white squares are transparent. So when you see the gray and white squares, that's transparent. It will not be shown. Or you can take it however transparent you want it to be. If you'd like it completely transparent, take it all the way down, click OK. Now I can go up to my little X, deselect, and I can save this. Now if you're going to save, go Save As. You're going to rename it. And if you want it transparent, you need to save it as a PNG file. At least that's what always works for me. And click Save. You're going to be asked OK, and there you go. So now you have made a nice image that you can put on any site, and it looks like it has a peel away. In the next section, we're going to resize this peel away and make it smaller. It's going to take a couple of extra steps, so if you'd like to have a smaller curl, keep watching. Okay, now in this section, we're going to make a small corner page curl. And you're going to have to decide before you start whether you want it on the top or on the bottom. So what we're going to do is we're going to go and we're going to open our file. We're going to get our original picture and open it. Now I'm going to put it in a top corner. So what I'll do is go over here and get my crop tool. I'm going to watch my lines on my ruler on the top and on the side. I'm going to start at the top and make sure I'm on 0 on both lines. And I'm going to make a little section. You're going to decide how big you want your curl. If you want a small curl, we're going to just crop out a small section because it's going to go across here. Now you go to Image, Crop Selection. Now as you can see, we have just a little tiny piece, and that's okay. That's what we want. Now we're going to go to Effects, we're going to go to Distort, and go back down to our Page Curl tool. Here you're going to have the same options you did in the first section of this video, and just so you can see a difference, we're going to change colors so that you can see what we're doing. I'll take this to the color wheel, and so that you'll be able to tell the difference. Now we have a red curl. We're going to go ahead and click OK. Now we're going to save this. So you go File, Save As. We're going to rename it and save it. Click OK. And now we're going to go back and get our original picture again. Open. Get your original picture. Open it in your paint.net. And now we're going to go to Layers, Import from File. You're going to need to find where you saved that little crop piece with your page curl and click Open. Now if you're doing it on the top, it's going to automatically go right up on the top, and as you can see by the blue lines on the sides and the top, it's lined up perfectly. So now we just have a small page curl. We're going to deselect. We'll go to File, Save As. We're going to rename it. Save it as a PNG or your favorite file format. Click OK. Flatten. And now we have a small curl. And if you wanted to do the bottom, then you're going to have to crop a piece from the bottom rather than the top. Also, when you're working with your crop to put your page curl in, make sure you don't have it peeling up this way. So that's how you make your smaller page curl. We have done the large page curl with color, the large page curl with transparent, and now we have our small page curls. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe to Hot Blog Tips here on YouTube for more blogging and tutorials.